Well, hello. Would you like to make some cookies today? It's cookie time! We're not making funny faces today, just yet. I'll make cookies.
Maybe if I am the book. If you are the book, it will register it. It's totally fine.
I'm going to make cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookies. That's what we're doing today. Today, for what you need, you are gonna need the recipe. The recipe I will link in the description below. And inside the internet land that lives down there. Like underneath my face. Down there. But in case you don't want to look at that, I will be saying everything that you need. So let's go over that. For the things you actually need to cook with, you're gonna need a big bowl, a little bowl, you're gonna need a spatula, you're gonna need a whisk. I mean, you don't need it, but you can use it. I will. You're gonna need teaspoon measurements, you're gonna need cups, 1 full cup and then a half cup. You are going to also need some wire racks. Then you are also going to need 2 baking sheets, which mine are dirty because I use them a lot. And those are all of the thingy things that you need. So now on to what the recipe calls for. I am making 16 cookies. That's why I need 2 sheets. Oh my god, I'm taking the toy away from you. How long was she squeaking for? So, in this recipe, I'm going to be making 16 cookies, and that's why you need 2 baking sheets and 2 wire racks. That way you can bake them and cool them. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks, and I would suggest to leave them out. That way they soften so you can cream them. Cream these later. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 3 cups of rolled oats, and 1 1/4 cups raisins. In the recipe that I used, it only calls for, I think, a cup of raisins, but I added a little bit more because we like raisins. And I'm also pretty sure that the recipe only made 8 cookies, but I doubled it. So that's why those are the doubled measurements. So let's get into the first part. You do all your dry ingredients. I always put the dry ingredients in the small bowl versus the big bowl because we're gonna dump this into that. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of that flour. Let's do that. I already told you how much you need, so you knew that. And I really hate working with flour because I get it everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. So far I have not spilled any anywhere. Alright. 1 cup. 1 cup. Now you need 1/2 cup. I'm gonna go a little bit over because I didn't straighten out that last measurement. So just slightly bumped over, but boop. Now we have a flour. Is the flour in there? Now you're also gonna put the cinnamon and the baking soda and the salt. The salt in this flour, and then I use this, and then we'll see. Why am I even explaining it? You know what we're doing. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So since I only need 1/2 teaspoon, I have 1/2 teaspoon. Now, You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon. Go. Boop. Now for baking soda. I usually do the cinnamon after the baking soda because, you know, try not to get it cinnamon in your baking soda, but whatever. Already did it. Already did it. Bam. Alright, now you're gonna, it's pretty basic. I just swirl it together. Make sure to get underneath the bottom. That way I really feel like I'm mixing in those teaspoons into all of the flour. So now it looks like slightly tanner flour. So, cinnamony flour. Now comes the part that I absolutely adore, which is great. Oh, I also completely forgot. You're gonna need an ice cream scoop. That comes at the end. I'm going to add this magical butter into the bowl. I almost didn't make it in the bowl. How great would that have been? Ew, ew. I really don't like touching the butter when it's sticky, when it's soft like this. So greasy. Stick number 2. So now you have your 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup. And you're gonna add your sugars. So you need 1.5 cups of regular sugar. I didn't read this part, so I really hope it's 1.5 cups. It totally is. So now you just do some more. And now you need 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I always love packed sugar. It just comes out like the cup. Found my least favorite part of this whole adventure. I use a spatula. The best thing to do is just stab it. Stab that butter piece over and over and over again. And the reason that you leave out the butter is because if you tried doing this, which I totally have, without softening the butter, good fucking luck. It's gonna take forever. Forever. Because you just gotta get all the butter mashed into all of the sugar until it is kind of like this tan, crumbly, pasty, buttery thing. Oh, I already hate it. I hate it. I love making cookies, but I fucking hate stirring it. Anybody want to give me a KitchenAid? I would love you forever. Just stab it. Over and over and over and over. Stab it, stab it, stab it. I'm gonna hold it up here so you can see what I'm doing. See? Stabbing it. I'm stabbing it. Another thing I do is I smash it. I kind of like use a spatula like you were trying to frost a cake, except it's a really f***ed up cake and you can't frost it. Basically, you are going to combine the sugar until you see no more yellow butter. I also use unsalted butter. There is salted butter, but I've never bought it. I think there's salted butter. I swear to God, I'm getting somewhere. I want to put like my knee up on the counter, like it'll make that go better. Cooking time. You like the butter and the sugar? It's just not going as great as I want it to. When your sugar feels like butter, soft butter out of a tub, then you have creamed your butter and sugar. Ow, I hurt myself. Ow. I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Cookies. I'm done. I don't want to do it. But I do want to do it because I like cookies. And these taste really yummy. This part's not too bad. Egg and vanilla extract. So, let me get my egg. Z. Wow, wow, wow. La, la, la. 2 eggs, you need 2 egg balls, and they go inside of sugar, butter, sugar butter. Tink, 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 tinky, tink, tink, tink. to add the eggs. I got my egg in there. See the egg, it's all kind of gross. Now you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just combine the egg and the vanilla extract in with each other. I'm doing this like I'm a flipper kind of thing. If you try to just stab it like you did before with the butter, you could get egg everywhere. So I would highly recommend not to do it. I've tried it. Okay, we're good. Now the part where I start to hate it again is happening. It's happening right now. Now that you have all of those things in there, combine this with that. Once you start getting the majority of it in there, make sure you get to the bottom because that flour is going to sink. This is what we're working with. Oh gosh, it's so stuck to the spoon. Okay. It's making me hungry. 3 cups of oats. Now, while I combine this stuff, I'm gonna turn on my oven. That way, you know, we can have some cookies. You're gonna put the oven at 375, 3, 7, and a 5. Some nice old-fashioned oats to put in your oatmeal cookies. Alright. 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups of oats. Alright, now we need some raisin. That's like 1/4 of a cup right there, so that goes in there. And just work it in there, and work it in, and work it in. I got it all over the counter. I am not the best at this. I kind of go back to the stab method just because it gets really thick. And then you can't really stir it. It just gets stuck everywhere. Okay, now we're done. Just kidding, we gotta bake them. Spray down your baking sheets. That way, they don't stick to it. Now what I do with my cookies, get a scoop. I usually go a little bit over. I think it's a 2-ounce scoop. Really not too sure. I spread my cookies about 2 inches apart. I just also make it to where you can fit. Oh, stupid ice cream scoop. You really old ice cream. I can't hold this and show you at the same time. Cookie. If you don't have an ice cream scoop, you could just take like a spoon and scoop it. I would not suggest your hands, otherwise you'll have it all over your hands. Now we have our lovely cookies. Did I have no things on I just give them a little quick once over, tell them that they're going to be beautiful when they get all grown up, and then I put them in the oven. Cookies going in the oven. I try to keep the door closed. And then set timer. Alright, so since I'm cooking 2, I put 1 on the bottom rack and 1 on the middle rack. When that hits 8 minutes and the timer goes off, I'm gonna damn, I have the hiccups so bad. I'm gonna check the cookies. And then I'm gonna switch them because the bottom ones are never gonna be done because there's 2 in there. I don't know, it just doesn't cook evenly the way that I would like to with just 1 batch. So I'll cook the top ones and the bottom ones, and then I'll switch them, and then that way they get evenly cooked. But I think I leave them in for like 16-ish minutes. It says 10 in the recipe, but that's only 1 batch. So with more, you need to let them cook a little longer.
Oh, look what I got. I got a tiny.
Are you dizzy?
The cookies steamed. So I'm gonna switch them now. Yeah. Yeah.
Bam! I'm gonna let them cook for like 8 more minutes or so.
Yeah. 8 more minutes of cooking.
I say 16 minutes is how long it takes to cook it, but I kind of guess, and then, you know, once it looks cooked, then it's cooked. Golden brown on the edges, try not to burn the bottom. Okay, yeah, let's put those, pull out the top one. The bottom ones aren't completely like smooshed down, so I'm gonna let those stay in there for a second. Now what you can do is you can get a spatula and you can move over cookie to wire rack. Now, quickly get them out. Bam! Those guys look beautiful too.
Okay. I have to show you this project before your camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Those don't both look delicious. I think they look phenomenal. Well, that's it for today. Apparently, I decided to make cookies. And we shall be back another day. And we will do something else that I enjoy doing, which you can watch me enjoy doing. If you enjoyed this and you would like to see more videos, subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and I will put out new videos every Thursday. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next